So, hello everybody. I hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. I woke up this morning and went and do my usual stuff, and boom, open the front door, and just gorgeous weather. Yeah, is it nice out? Went and checked the thermometer. We are barely 60 degrees right now. Just beautiful, beautiful weather. Beautiful light breeze. Oh, just stunning. And then, we've got gorgeous flowers blooming right here. Surpassing the fall. This is coming into winter weather for us. Of course, there's people everywhere else getting freezes and frost already. Hopefully, we're still a few months off for those for us here, but just amazing weather. And still pretty much the beginning of October. So, yeah, so much for that, that oven we live in. The winters just keep coming earlier and earlier, don't they? But anyway, guys, winter's in the air, fall's in the air, and the sunroots here are flowering. I call them sunroots. Roots from artichokes. These crops, these root crops right here, get a horrible, horrible, horrible reputation. And especially from some fairly well-known large gardeners, growers, survival gardeners. People really put down Jerusalem artichokes. They really do. And it's an absolute shame because they're an amazing, amazing crop. They taste great. They are beyond productive. And they're so easy to grow. Even here in Florida, once you get away from the more northern varieties, because sunroots are actually native to every state in the U.S., the continental U.S., once you get away from those, if you move somewhere to these, I call these Florida sunroots. It's a variety I've been growing for over 10 years, and actually grew them from seed. I might even have a video up, I don't know, maybe pictures, not a video, of when I grew these. I'll have to look and see originally. And they're as productive as every other variety. But our problem here in Florida is, which a lot of you don't have, is our growing season is so long. And the sunroots here are actually more adapted to a shorter growing season, So they are wondering why in June, July, August, it's not getting cold, and they're wanting to die back. They're already producing tubers, and a lot of times those will rot away by the time fall comes because the plant's still there. They've produced their tubers. They've got that set clock, and it just doesn't work out. But Florida sunroots here are nice and adapted to our super long growing season. They don't even start coming up here in my area naturally. If I leave them in the ground, they won't start sprouting until July, sometimes even August, before these guys will naturally sprout in the ground, which is pretty crazy. They've got a super long dormancy in them, with a little, the little button, whatever they press inside their genomes, and boop, they grow like crazy. And in just those couple months, 3-4 months, these guys can grow football-sized roots and just clumps of massive roots, and just really, really stunning yields on these sunroots. And not to mention, you get a burst of beautiful yellow flowers in the fall. Just gorgeous. This is a stand here. It's about a 20-foot by 15-foot bed I have them here. And they're flowering. Some of the other ones are just now starting to flower. And they'll flower until the end of November, another month or so. But beautiful flowers, little sunflowers. And these require zero care. I run my pigs and my birds through the ground pretty much in every bed. But other than that, they don't get any water from me. They don't get any fertilizer. And they just grow on their own. They're left to their own devices. There are no bugs, no diseases that bother them. And I don't have any roots to show you right now. Like I said, these won't be harvested until the plants start dying back, What you can tell when sunroots are ready to harvest, because the plant will just grow from beautiful lush green flowering to just dead within like a week or two, really fast. And they're just dumping all that energy into their storage tubers. And then you let that happen, and then you harvest these little treasures, which I'll make a video for you guys when I'm harvesting these. And yeah, you know, they get a really bad rep, which, like I was saying earlier, is a shame. And I think that comes from people just not knowing how to utilize, never talk in my videos, utilize these roots. They have a different starch, of course, than your standard potato or sweet potato, so it stays crunchy like a water chestnut. So you just got to work with that instead of calling it a horrible crop and not doing anything with it when it's so easy to grow and so productive. They are absolutely delicious. If you take the roots, you just grate it and you make like hash browns out of it, fry it up, you know, a little bit of butter in there, let it get crunchy, more crunchy. Absolutely delicious. Get some color on it, you know, beautiful, delicious, just like that. If you like salads, you can, you know, shred it up or dice it up, cube it up, julienne it, whatever. Put it in your salads. Absolutely delicious. They make a stunningly delicious pickles, you know, really good pickles. And even if you want to roast them, I'm not a fan of roasting, you know, Jerusalem artichokes. I like to do other things with them because they do stay firm, you know. But there's nothing wrong with that, you know. Slice it thin and just saute it up with some butter and put it in your fried rice. And they're just like water chestnuts. Really delicious. I just love that. It's just within another week or so, more of these will be flowering. There's just going to be a wall of yellow here with all these ones that are still green. But you can see some. This is actually a huge one right here that's flowering. This is one plant. It fell over in the wind. But yeah, there's so many ways to cook it and to utilize that crunchy root. And it's a shame people really put down this plant. Yeah, they're beautiful, easy to grow, really delicious. If you don't know how to cook it, look it up. If you want to store it, they dehydrate super well. And what you do is you dehydrate them, and then you soak them in a little bit of water. You know, take them out of storage, soak them in a little bit of water, not enough to like fully rehydrate it, and then you fry them into chips. And they're absolutely delicious chips. You know, Jerusalem artichoke chips. You know. Did I say Jerusalem artichoke chips? I think I did. And yeah, you can do anything with them. You can't do anything you can with a potato because that starch is different. But they're delicious, and you just utilize that crunchy root. And when it comes to people complaining, oh, they upset your stomach, they make you, you know, blow gas out your ass, you know, that's a bunch of bull. If you're having that much problem with that much wind coming out your rear end, your gut flora is screwed up already, people, okay? Drink some kombucha and make some kefir, yeah? Eat some more fiber, and guess what? You'll be good. So, I'm going to keep this under 10 minutes, guys. You got to grow food. You absolutely have to. And the less care you can put into that crop and the more yield you can get out of it, I mean, that's what needs to happen. The powers that be are hell-bent on, you know, twisting this world into a nightmare. But we can't allow that. We have to stay strong. We have to keep our bellies full and resist at every turn. And the way you do that is to grow food, guys, and then do what you have to do. Start at the bottom and work your way up and change this planet. And yeah, I'm not going to say wipe the system out. You know, the system is civilization, and you know, we don't need to go back to the horrors of being an uncivilized species. But we can't let the evil powers that be, you know, keep stomping on us and keep destroying what we have on this beautiful planet. So love you guys. Again, grow that food, like and subscribe, check out everything below for me, support me, and on my mission, TEFOE, you know, to ensure food on earth. And you know, beyond one day, who knows? And I can provide you guys with these super productive, amazing, delicious crops. It's what I do. I hunt them down, I breed them, I grow them, and yeah, Sunroots, Jerusalem artichokes, another name, sunchokes. This particular variety here, one that I really like and have grown for a very long time, Florida Sunroots. You know, I will have roots available in a couple months, and hit me up if you're interested. Love you guys. Grow that food, and keep on keeping growing and keep on keeping on, right? Winter is here. Beautiful weather's here for most of us. And now is the perfect time to be planning and figuring out what you want to get in the next couple months and get those gardens growing for next year. So, see you later. Love you guys. Delicious food, amazing, tons and tons of delicious roots, and beautiful flowers. You can't beat that, right?